Welcome back to the FSL Showdown. My name is Huller, and I'm with Hey, I'm Quack. And we just saw a pretty epic first match, and now we're into the second one. And both of these teams are going to be hopefully the same level as the last one.
I would say so. I mean, if we just take a look at the poll or the brackets pretty soon. I mean, Team MELLOW, first of all, you got Kohibi on there, and Kohibi is a player for the team Seven Sins, and they've been placing second in the previous FSL Valorant Open, so definitely got some skill there.
Yeah, and let's go look at the fan favorite teams that we had a poll going into this tournament, and we just saw the first victim was actually Team GG. They were actually the fan favorites, and they got knocked out. GWTF were like, no, we're going to take them out. We're going to be assassins and we're going to kill them. But the next on this list, and we see that coming up, the teams that are going to be now, it's going to be what? Team MELLOW and Team Flame. And so we see Team MELLOW is going to be the fifth favorite one. So are they next?
So what you're saying is this poll is basically a hit list the teams.
It is. We're going to have to check the brackets, which let's go into right now. And then this one will kind of show GWTF with that epic performance against GG. They went forward. Precise was next on that list. And if you look at it, they actually beat Team Wafers, right? So this is, in a way, a hit list of what's going on. MELLOW's on that list. MELLOW's up next. The last one is going to be between Tactical Queen and Mozzarella. We're still going to have to find out what's going on with that one. But, of course, this is a best-of-3 single elimination. You don't really have much of a chance. So you got to grow, even as the games are going on. That said, we're just going to go into the next game, which is going to be coming up, and it's going to be on Ascent.
You got to just go for it. I mean, one mistake and you're done. So it is a best of 3. You have some wiggle room there, but of course you want to win as many maps, as many games as possible. Now let's just take a look at the two teams. Of course, we just saw Ascent for Team GWTF and GG, but right now it is between Team MELLOW and Team Flame, both fairly familiar teams for FSL Valorant Open. Of course, Kohibi for Seven Sins, who were placing second in the most recent FSL Valorant Open 5. And for Heartfire, who leads Team Flame, plays for Girls with Love. I don't know if you've seen their team logo before. It's this very cute. They use the Powerpuff Girls font, and I really love that.
All right, I'm actually quite surprised that you know the exact font that the Powerpuff Girls are using, but
It's a good cartoon. What do you want, man? Yeah, Professor Utonium. Yeah, Spice. Sugar
okay,
Spice,
nonetheless,
nice,
Violet goes down. Frenzy shot to the head. 2KB starting off strong here. We'll talk about Powerpuff Girls.
Of course.
Games, okay? I don't mean to disrespect you like that.
All good. It is Sky Elise with the Sugar Spice and everything nice right now. She's trying to make her way out with her Dismiss, but it's Tam Tam and Mayhem, of course, rhyming names, who takes out the remaining members of Team MELLOW. A very, very fast but chaotic execute onto A site.
And you're seeing the different tempos that are being played. Like, this one is just like the last one. I think we went the full distance. Everybody was willing to go, the entire minute 40 or minute 30 or whatever it is. And so this one is kind of like, let's go, let's go all in. Let's put the floor to the, pedal to the floor, and just go at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like just, it's their first game of the entire day, so they're just really revved up and ready to get going. And they pedal to the metal. And of course, the players all across all these teams, some of them have competitive experience, some don't. And that's going to be very interesting to watch. Of course, the team captains, Kohibi and Heartfire, are the ones kind of maybe giving the calls and just teaching each other how to play. But Sky Elise is going to get caught out of position right here by Kohibi and Yoki. Two players from Seven Sins.
He's had the shorty upgraded right there by stealing the gun here. He's got the Spectre. Spike is going down. They're just kind of running through. Mayman with a nice shot there. Made him pay. Glass is broken. Looks like they're going to go through guard and try to make their way around. But that wall is there, and they should know there are limited places of entry.
Very limited to consider the door, which will get taken down by Kohibi right now. And of course, that's Kohibi, who knows FHKD is over by Heaven. And that will give them the round 1-1 to score.
I feel like these people don't know what the red light or the yellow light is, because all I'm seeing is the green light right now. And they're just going in very hard, making sure that they just go in. Like, they're trying to set the pace, so to speak, of this game.
Yeah, I mean, just starting right off the bat, I guess they don't want to give Flame any room to breathe whatsoever. Right? As soon as the buy phase is over, let's go, 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 go. Who cares about these walls? Who cares if you're going to try to shoot us down? We're just going to keep going at you.
As I say, that's slowed the pace down, at least on this one. Oh, the peek out. Violet needs to be a little bit careful, but she's only got a classic. So this is a straight econ round for them, apparently.
Well, straight econ, and that's why Violet's trying to be careful. She does get the information over by A main, and that just kind of gives the remaining Flame members some room to push through. But full on execute. Ooh, nice share into Xiao Tang's head. That's going to be a 4v2 scenario as Kohabi and Yoki make quick work of the remaining Flame members.
Door's been opened. Mirror's been used.
Last player
On the high ground, it only has Frenzy,
Spike
which is a
planted.
problem when you need to kill many people and you have only 13 bullets and you fire those bullets in like a second.
Trying to do what she can, but Kohabi is just non-stop, relentless aggression.
Yeah, and Tam Tam here making me a little hungry in that sense. I don't know, you know the Tam
The
Tam
snack,
yeah.
yeah.
The snacks. All right, okay. All right, looks like they're going to change their strategy a bit here as they're grouping up to, at least towards the entrance to B.
There.
B is the one that I guess it might favor them a little bit. They have to be really careful about the smokes. You can see it's being pinged all across because you got to worry about spawn. You got to worry about market. That's the one where Sid's Team Flame are on rifles. They have to watch out for the long-range duels.
Oh, the dash put right into the wall. She had no vision. Bayman goes to the low ground. She
Wait.
gets picked off there. And the FHKD is on the high ground. Hunter's Fury is going to do a little bit of zoning, not able to do anything, but just clear him out. Majesty makes him pay.
Majesty, of course, who used to play for Team the Taylors
planted.
over on the FSL Valorant Open. She placed third in that one, so she's definitely showing her experience here. But FHKD trying to make an entrance, smoking off the back of the hell, but Ivy and Majesty holding off with the perfect crossfire angle. Just making quick work. You know, you try to push through the lane, but Kohabi's on the other side of it. You're not going to have a good time.
Yeah, not a good time. A little bit, like, troubling time. There's too many angles. I mean, they knew they were in boat, but then they're hiding in that angle as well, like in that corner. It's very difficult to overtake, especially when you don't really have a whole lot of time left.
It's not, yeah, you really start to feel the pressure, so you just kind of want to just throw yourselves at it, but you know, you might catch some bullets that way. Right now, it looks like MELLOW might be slowing things down a bit. They want to find some entry, gain mid control right here, but FHKD with her knives might be able to do something.
Yeah, the smoke is there though, and she should just back off here. But Cypher, are you okay? Okay, updraft, keeping herself alive. Zaltan gonna block in with throw out the knife, but her teammate actually kept her alive. She was just baiting, I guess.
Well, that does give them the ace sight. Mayhem is lurking in the back of that smoke, but it's going to be Xiao Tang who walks right through. That's a free kill. Still 3v4 though.
Oh, nice knife to the face. Reload, but she gets killed in the end. Not looking the right way. Mayhem, last one. Oh, gets a stinger kill. Okay, all right. That gun has got a crazy rate of fire and is not able to find the right target. Kohabi makes her pay, and that's 4 for 1.
4 for 1. Very, very nice start for Team MELLOW. On the other side for Flame, they're just having a tough time, and this is where we're starting to see the difference between perhaps, you know, in terms of Sentinels, you have the Killjoy or a Sage. Of course, on Flame, they actually also have a Cypher. It's a little bit of information, but it's all about the stopping power that Sentinels provide. Cypher can, he's kind of a little bit of a hybrid between a controller and a Sentinel, and the fact that you have your smokes and you also have information, but he doesn't do so much as compared to a Killjoy, right? You don't have nanoswarms to slow people down when they push. As well as the Sage, you know, the wall hasn't been doing much right now.
Yeah, it hasn't been doing much, but I don't know. Like, if we're looking at straight up team synergy, like I kind of like MELLOW's. I just feel like they're a little bit more well-rounded.
Most certainly, you can see the way that they're trying to push through. They know exactly how to hit the sights. It's an A split, and that means that Flame are going to have to watch out for these two angles, and they won't be able to do so thanks to numbers advantage. Right now, it's all up to Mayhem, as well as, I think, Heartfire, who are making their way all the way from guard.
Revealing area.
Yeah, last two surviving, but it seems like they're both kind of in the same area. I don't know if they're really going to be able to get the right flank for this, especially with Yoki just throwing out shock darts. They've got the high ground covered here. Majesty's making her way around, and has a different angle. This is an angle they probably will not expect.
One enemy remaining.
Definitely did
Who
not
called that
expect that. Oh no. Now Tam gets spotted out by the recon drone as well. That's going to be an easy wallbang for Yoki, bringing the score to a 5-1. Tough for Flame.
Yeah, they just need to like slow down, right? I'm talking from Team Flame right now, right? I think that this is one of those moments where, yeah, you got punched in the face, right? But how do you respond to that? How do you get back into this? Do you start counter-punishing? Like, what do you need to do to kind of get yourself back into this game? You can't look at it. You cannot let it. You got to stem the bleeding, so to speak.
Stem the bleeding. You got to be willing to take the hits. You got to be willing to keep moving forward and take the hits. I'm not doing the whole Rocky Balboa speech, but
no,
of course.
I saw it. I saw. I could envision it right there. I was like, oh, you're Rocky.
They're trying to do what they can, but that's the problem, right? You got a Sage Wall up over by B main, and they're just going to be able to shoot it down really easily thanks to the nerf of these patches. It does slow things down by a bit, but of course at the same time allowing ShowDown to just dash right in. It's a free kill for now, but it's all about Kohibi and Yoki as they make their shots count, but Violet, double headshot, but Tam coming in from the back.
The guy's shooting his bow and arrow, and you shoot him from the side? Come on, man. At least knife him.
Yeah, well, that's the strength, right? You have your Sage Wall. You know that they're all bunched up over by B main. That allows your remaining players to push up from mid. If you don't have a single player watching the flank, that's what happens.
Yeah. Did we not learn anything from the last series? You have to start BMing your opponent and then get in their heads, right? If she pulled out the knife there and got the knife kill, they'd be like, oh my gosh, this guy, you know, this is somebody we need to look out for.
Most certainly need to. Right now, it's going to be another split push. Kohibi and Yoki, once they get slowed down, you can see that's where they start to lose momentum, but the Recon Bolt will give Kohibi the information she needs. She sprays her through, gets the shot, and now they're being careful about their pushes over into Garden. That's another kill already, and look at that, she's back to full health.
Yeah, Kohibi just making plays, being able to heal 3 kills already. Kohibi, captain, and apparently just carry of the team.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
4th kill. Give her the ace. Give her the ace. And there we go. Kohibi, there we go. That's the way you want to do this, right?
Oh,
let her control the game. Let her take the tempo. Let her just get all the kills. And here we go.
Here we go indeed. Kohibi, just a strong player overall. I mean, she's, you know, she used to be a Counter-Strike veteran as well. She streams on Twitch every now and then, gets about 100 viewers. So if you want to check her out, you can search her up. She's incredible. I mean, 18-2. I don't know how she does this with a high sensitivity. I really cannot fathom.
I gotta see this. I gotta know.
Like a mouse cam, maybe, right?
Yeah, like I don't understand. Like I tried it, man. I draw outlines. Like I will draw circles, Venn diagrams of people, but I will not kill anybody with a high
Stormtrooper aim. But right now, you can see what she's doing, using the Leer to give herself safe entry onto the site. Of course, her teammate ShowDown dashing in as well. They just managed to just swallow up so much space, just like that. And if they try to push out of heaven, she's just watching them.
All right, we just saw the high DPI in action right there. That flip was just pretty crazy. Right out of the smoke, just saw it on the high ground, just all the way up. That is a very difficult shot to be making, and Kohibi's just doing it in spades.
Incredible. Of course, Flame only with pistols. What can they do? They're trying to connect their shots. They're trying to do a little bit of damage, but the wall bang, oh, Sky Elise. She gets tagged in the head. She looks for another one, but Majesty just puts one bullet right into her torso, and that's going to be that.
All right, at this point, I'm thinking Team Mellow are just, they should change their name to Team Bully. Because they have done nothing but bully the enemy team right now. Like, I mean, there are 2 rounds that they won. They snuck them around, but, I mean, like, getting a flawless here, she's got 20 kills. Kohibi? What does Kohibi mean? Bully?
I don't know, but there is nothing mellow at all about these plays.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to throw us off their trace, right? They'll be like, oh, well, we'll just be mellow. And then they're just like this high-impact, go team.
Oh, yes. It's just tough for Flame right now. They're trying to find an answer to these offensive pushes, maybe going to build a little bit of counter-aggression of their own, but that's mainly getting picked out with a peek from A short.
All right, is Kohibi, I kind of feel like the whole, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, come with me if you want to live. You know what I mean? Like, because, like anyone else, I don't know, there's nothing that can compete with her, right? She's just, like, on another level. She's hitting shots from all over the place.
Oh, yes. I just gotta hear that impersonation once again. Could you do it, please?
Come with me if you want to live.
There we go. So right now, that's what she's doing. She's living. She's going and getting the kills. But all right, it's kind of falling apart. Tokibi is there to back things up, though. Now bring it back to a 2v2. She should be able to get the spike down. Majesty trying to hold things from B main. They hear the cloud burst from Jet. They know it's going to be a push through the stairs.
Yeah, but that smoke is there, and they don't really have the vision. Oh, there's the alarm bot. That's giving it away. So they should know roughly, at least this is here. The Nano Sword, I thought was in position, but it doesn't really matter when you've got bullets on your side. Majesty makes her pay, and she's got a dark, like a really nice angle, and Tam Tam is going to have a hard time getting onto site.
That was kind of a crossfire and a half. As soon as Tam Tam even put a foot over the threshold from defender spawn, they knew exactly when to peek. Both angles, that was impossible for her to survive that one. 8-2 is the score right now, and MELLOW is just non-stop dominating Team Flame.
Okay. All right. The best thing they can do right now is pray. Okay, after they're done praying, though, I feel like, you know, you're leaving Cypher on an island, right? Which is, I think, fine. I think you overload one. Make sure that the rotation or whatever doesn't, like, you don't get hit too hard on that one. If you need to retake the site, you look to retake A.
Still not an easy task at all. Looks like Team Flame wants to go with a little bit of a counter aggression of their own. They pushed into B main. They got the clear. They know that it's going to be either mid or A. Of course, this is where... What? Ooh. Nice little shot through the smoke there, Violet. Gets the spike down. Now Maimim comes with the kill of her own, and it's all down to 3v5.
Nice little start. Starts third. HKD is running in with knives. Can she get the right pick off? She walks in. She's going very aggressive, though. She's looking for something. She sees it, but she's not able to hit her shots. Oh, but she gets a little low. Oh. But she does end up getting the out-duel on Kohibi.
Now Tokibi, she knows that there are players over. Whoa, nice flick. She's looking for the remaining players over by short. Teleports away into safety. Of course, though, the spike is still down over by the bottom of mid.
All right, it's still 4-2. They still have a chance.
Last player
okay,
standing.
as I say that. One goes down. Probably not anymore. Majesty, okay. Can he actually get the shot? Yes, she can. That's a 2K, though. All right, it's 1 versus 2. There is a possibility, but not with the spike being guarded like that. This might be very difficult for Majesty.
A bit tough. Let's see what she can do here. They have a turret to get some information, but of course she just gave away her position as well. We do have the Omen looking over on the other side. Skylee spotted her out. And I don't think that she can do much here with 10 seconds left on the clock. 36 points of health as well.
Yeah, and there's just like a thin wall just right in between them. I don't think she wants to pick out, and she does get killed in the end. So she didn't even save. So Mayman makes her pay 3-8. They needed that round.
In the half.
Things just turned around. I mean, Violet getting the initial pick with the Sheriff through the smoke. Yeah, that was incredible.
But okay. When top 2 frags are 22 and 11 in the 12th round, you're kind of doing okay.
More than okay, but let's see if Flame will be able to come back into this round. I mean, 8-4, not too shabby, I would say. Yeah.
They still have a chance, let's be honest, right? It could be a whole, you know, their strength is attacking. There are definitely teams that are, you know, probably better in that regard. But nonetheless, I felt like a couple early pickoffs happened and Kohibi wasn't really able to get into the fight.
Of course, now she will be able to, thanks to the wall getting shot down by her teammates. They cleared out the back of site. They know that they can get the plant down. All they have to worry about is this heaven position where the players will be streaming out.
Oh, they end up killing Kohibi to start this one. So Violet with a nice pick up there, but they did get the spike, so this is the problem. It's 4 versus 4, and Majesty and Yoki both making them pay. Zhao Tang is underneath in hell, kind of guarding it. Well, they got to watch out for the doors. Violet walks in, and here comes the lockdown.
Lockdown into play, and I just don't see how FHKD will be able to take this one. She goes in for the swing, but Yoki with the Vandal headshot just takes her out of the equation. 9-3 to start things off for Team MELLOW.
Okay, second half, you got to think of it as 0-0, right? In the sense of Team Flame, right? You got to be like, okay, we just had a bad one half. We just got to take this step by step, one round at a time, get ourselves back in the game, know that we can be a better attacking team, and hopefully we'll see this one into the second half.
Hopefully, but oh man.
You got to have faith, brother. You got to have faith.
True. But, you know, then again, this is Ascent after all. It is Team MELLOW's map pick, so definitely see them winning this one. And they are just, you can see that Kohibi absolutely knows how to play it right now on this map. The way that she's using the Leers to kind of consume space and allow her to push up into aggressive positions. And at the same time, I feel like Cypher on this map, on attack, it doesn't do as much.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with that. I mean, it's one thing to like get the spike down, but oh my gosh, that headshot! Like she just saw just like a pixel walking out of that smoke. That was an insane shot. Maybe I need to up my DPI. Maybe this is why I can't get kills. No.
Maybe.
No. All right. I thought I'd, blame something, right?
Blame the mouse. Blame the DPI. Who knows? Kohibi will teach us.
Maybe I need a better gaming chair.
Maybe we need to come with you if we want to live. +5 to accuracy if you want to up your DPI. But right now, it looks like Team Flame are just slowing things down. They're unsure of how they want to hit the sites. If they make a push over by mid, they have to face off against Kohibi with her deadly accuracy. And right now as well, if they push into A, it's going to be 3 or 2 players to receive them.
No charges left.
Yeah, but look at Killjoy all the way into Boathouse. She's got an arsenal on by herself, but it looks like FHKD is going to dash
30
forward.
seconds
Going to
left.
go for the wraparound. Kohibi made a kill. That's 4 kills for her. And she just needs to find the last FHKD hiding in hell. But I don't know if she can survive this. It's 1 versus 3.
Spike is down as well. Oh, the high advantage for Tokibi.
Yeah, but Tokibi, you know what he did? He stole the ace. He stole the ace. Reported. Actually, there's...
that would have been the second ace for Kohibi if she got it.
All right, okay. Yeah. We should have an ace counter for people. That's pretty crazy if she got a second one.
You gotta, tone it back a bit.
No,
I mean, she's doing
I feel like,
too well.
All right, the only issue I see with Kohibi's game is that she's very selfish. Getting all these kills. She's stealing everything. Like, let the team, help you out, right?
A little bit.
I mean,
even right now,
you?
she's going for a Guardian.
Yeah.
Just on the 3rd round of the second half, that is such a statement.
It's basically a little BM.
Oh!
But she still managed to get a headshot out of that. Okay, all right.
Almost pays. That's going to be the other
second one. Okay. All right. Maybe we need to challenge her. Maybe we need to be like, hey, you need to get an ace with knives.
Oh, ace of knives. Only she were Jet, right? Tokibi now chiming in with her own kills, and that's Majesty.
What did they expect?
Yeah, that's the easiest kill of her life, considering she didn't shoot the Leer, so she didn't give away her position. And like literally, when your food pretty much is jumping on top of you, it's very easy to catch, right? That fish that's coming right at you is gonna jump into your lap. It's like, all right, I'll have you for dinner.
Thank you.
Delicious. And it's 11-3 already. Wow.
28-5, dude. Look at that.
Okay.
Rough day in the office for Team Flame. Hopefully they'll perform better on the second map, but right now I don't see much happening. You can see that Heartfire's trying to gain some information over onto Cat, but the camera isn't spotting anyone out. So even if they decide to push onto B site, it's 3, maybe even 4 angles that they have to watch out for. They spot one out over by Pizza, but the slow orb right onto that site, it's not going to do much.
I feel like if you dash to the wall like that, I think you should take damage. You know what I mean? Like you literally ran into a brick wall. Like, like that was a bad decision.
Yeah. It's not platform 9 3/4, and it's not the Harry Potter invisible wall.
Going out.
So you should take damage for that. Nonetheless, FHKD is making the long rotation all the way back into spawn. Is going to make her way towards A, seeing as B is pretty locked down right now.
They do have it on lockdown. It seems like they're thinking it's going to be a B hit, but in fact it's going to be an A hit. Let's see if Yogi can stop the push from coming through.
They have A. Yogi's going to be the last one, and that's it. The rotations are starting to happen. It's going to happen, but I think the spike is going to be planted first. And here we go. FHKD with the plant.
30 seconds left.
Start things off. And how can they defend this? Can they retake this over?
It's going to take a while, though. The Sage Wall has locked off this door. It's going to be a while before Kohibi can take it down as well. Mainland does get a couple of kills in that chaos, and this guy at least cleans things up. it's going to be a flawless victory for Team Flame. Very well played, knowing exactly when to rotate, baiting Team MELLOW's members to stack up on B instead.
And if we're looking at it from the other rounds, right, it was kind of like the Kohibi show in that sense, right? But what they've done is they decided to let's next level this, right? Let's slow it down. Let's figure out how we do this. Let's isolate her, not let her get that easy pick off, and then we can just stick together and play well as a team. Very good round by Team Flame.
Exactly.
I will find you.
And that's the issue with games like these. I mean, it's very much reminiscent of what we see in ranked. I mean, this is professional tournament, but of course the members, to encourage female gamers to sign up and play, we randomly assigned 32 players to 8 team captains, and one of them being Kohibi. But of course, Kohibi being the star player, if she gets taken down, then the rest of the team, things start to crack and the pressure starts to show. Right now on Eco, Frenzy, she is going close.
The wall's been broken. Violet had just dropped down, and it looks like they've got it. The Kohibi's been tracked, so they have a little bit of vision, but Cypher's there. She actually pulls out the Classic, because why not? She's got her Vandal back in. She does need to reload, so if anything, it's 3 versus 2. FHKD just trying to hold the line, so to speak. Spike hasn't been planted. Kohibi does get a nice headshot there. She does die. Skyless is going to overheal off of that one.
1v2, very doable, especially if you're Arena. Looks like she only has 8 rounds in her magazine. Yoki knows she's somewhere over by Generator. They're trying to play it safe, knowing that the spike is down, but Skylee swings, gets the headshot. Now the only thing that stands in her way is a
30
lone
seconds
Killjoy.
left.
Yeah, and she is running around, which is a little like it's giving away your position, right? Which is a problem. But the Lear is there, and she's actually going to get onto the spike. She's got 19 seconds. And it looks like Killjoy, who's been completely duped.
Planted.
She went the wrong way. She's trying to go for the head. She saw the head, but unable to click it. She's trying to peek around, and Skylace with a nice clutch to end the round. 5-11. Let's go.
Let's go. A very, very nice headshot. The way that she was just juking back and forth, knowing that Majesty was looking for a head. I mean, when you're up over by Heaven and you're trying to shoot someone below you, the only thing that you can see is a head. How do you shoot that unless you're as deadly and accurate as Kohibi?
Yeah. But a really nice play by Skylights there. I think that was a pretty nice clutch. The fact that she got the spike off, she had no pressure to, she wasn't forced to just kind of plant it later.
Absolutely.
Just the way she dealt with that round, just really smart movement. Very good positioning.
Even knowing where to plant in that situation was a very smart play. But right now, it's going to be the early smokes, allowing Violet to sneak over onto the other side. Oh, she spots out Yoki, but the Sheriff headshot! That's a free Vandal donated onto Team MELLOW's side.
All right, and he upgraded up.
Take flight.
One of the nicer skins in the game, so that's tremendous value there. Tam on the other hand is moving his way around. Drone gets shot out. Yoki's going to probably go for the shot dart. Yeah, a little bit of damage, I think.
Standing ahead.
Just get a bit. Recon Ball to get some information as well. She tags all 3 of them, knowing that all 3 members are trying to make a B hit happen. FHKD, though, was neglected. And she just managed to sneak onto the side, dashing over onto boat.
Nice 2K there. And they're in a great position here. Again, they've got the sight. And they do have the plants down. It's into B. I mean, with numbers like this, you probably don't need to be peeking or anything, but you do need to be careful. Use your numbers advantage to take this round.
Yeah, but I think they know that Team MELLOW are in eco as well, so just trying to kick them while they're down.
To be honest, if I'm not going to kick them when they're down, what am I going to do? Right? Like, I feel like that's the only strat, right?
Yeah. Not to mention, you get 100 credits if you get a kill, so. Oof. Kohibi trying to do what she can right now, but it's very, very dangerous. If you're not pinpoint accurate with a Sheriff, you're going to miss your shots. And of course, right now, Majesty, the only one alive, with a Frenzy, looking for a couple exit fractions. She hears it. She's going to get Mame. Okay, a free Phantom.
Nice, nice. Good pick up there. Nice little play. And again, sound cue, so important in this game. It's like, you run? No, I'm not running. You run. Okay, then I'll run. And then you got to get picked off in the end. Like, it gives away so much information.
It is information. Sound cues. You got to keep your eyes peeled, your ears open as well. And right now, it looks like Team MELLOW while they performed really, really well on attack, right now on defense,
alarm bots.
not doing so well. They will be able to
Keep
buy up
doing
in this
what
round.
you do best.
And this is where things will, this is the decider, right? If they win this round, it's pretty much game over for Team Flame. But if Team Flame are able to stop them, they very well managed to secure themselves another round in this game.
Ooh, Zhaotang. Violet making him pay, and that's like pretty much an outduel, right? In the sense that like they both have the same guns and everything, just not being able to even dash away. And Yoki here just trying to find at least CSI the dead body here.
CSI. Well, I don't think she'll be able to scan any fingerprints with those owl drones, but she will be able to spot out at least 1 or 2 players from Team Flame. Still, though, knowing that they've been spotted out, you're going to take things a little slow this time.
No, you should. That's the right play, right? I think that you have an advantage. There's no need to rush into places and to be over aggressive, so to speak.
Exactly.
This is one of those moments where you are in the driver's seats, and you need to make a comeback, and you got to think of it very slowly.
Slow and steady wins the race. Now they're trying to find their way onto A side. Just teleporting in made them. Wow, it actually worked. The Cloudburst trying to cut them off on a rotate as well, but Kohaibi with a double kill opens the side up for her team, and Team Flame are all of a sudden looking to be very shaky.
I feel like that was a pretty big misplay, just going in blind, not understanding how many people were there, and if you let Kohaibi just kind of get her kills, like, you got to know where she is. Like, if it was like, oh, she's on A, there's like, all right, let's go B. Like, I think there was one person on B, so they had an opportunity to do that. But going in blind like that, going over aggressive, really, without that information, suicidal.
Absolutely suicidal.
Match point.
And that's why it was so crucial for FHKD. While she might have gotten the entry onto the side dashing in, she needed to secure the heaven ankle, making sure that Kohaibi wouldn't be able to come out to get those kills. But instead, it's Kohaibi who's so deadly right now. 6 and 12 to score. Match point for Team MELLOW.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you have so many opportunities to go for this. I think that it's almost like a done deal in that sense because, like, you make one mistake and then you're pretty much done, right? And mind you, this is a best of 3, so we're going to see them, Team Flame isn't going anywhere, but being down that first game is going to be a pretty big blow.
Let's see how they'll be able to play this one out. Skylee's possibly leading the charge. They've smoked off the defender spawn angle, but of course a drone goes through to get some information out of that. FHKD will use her Cloudburst to get the door down. That's very, very nice. They have control over the site right now, seeing that it's not contested at all, but still it's going to be the full-on 5v5 retake.
They have the spike down. That's what they wanted. Zhaotang is going to be up front, though. And they're just going to wait for the rotation to happen. They're all in place now. And it's just a matter of how they proceed here. Maymem in a nice little sneaky spot. Vulnerable from some areas. And he's going to get the back shot at Tokibi. He does die, though. Kohaibi's on point. He's going to go into Empress mode. And here we go. Looking for the next target. Finds the Cypher's head. Tam Tam goes down. Sneaking around. He sees them. They're all in red. He gets the 3rd kill. That's another headshot. She's going to devour that. And she's going to move in. She's been overhealed here, so she's just looking for... And she gets a 4th kill, and she's looking for the ace to finish this, and there we go! And she gets the defuse and the win, and of course, she pulls it out, Kohaibi.
Does she...
Ah!
No! Oh!
Right. Okay, all right. So the only thing that can stop Kohaibi is the spike.
The only thing. Up to 0.44 seconds. If she only got a kill maybe a second earlier, she would have gotten the defuse.
You know, if Kohaibi was good, she would have gotten the ace and the spike defuse, but she's not that good. No, I'm just kidding. She's amazing.
Oh, my
What
word.
a play. What a play.
It's just, this is the strength of Reyna, you know? When you have your Empress and you have that invisibility, it just keeps your opponents guessing, and they're really not sure how to react.
Yeah.
Every single time she peeks, she gets a kill.
Oh, gets another one. Oh, she does die. Did she go for the heal and not the
Yeah,
dismiss?
I thought she would have gone for the dismiss.
I think the dismiss is a guaranteed one, but she took a little damage, which is a little greedy. And now, the real Reyna, please stand up. Right back up. Skylease is resurrected. Here we go.
Let's see. You gotta lose yourself in it sometimes, you know, Skylease. Let's see if she can make some music happen. She's gonna rotate all the way over onto B side, which is only being held by Majesty with her nanoswarms and her turrets. That will be very easily negated if they know how to use their utility.
But they've got the smoke down mid, right? So that blocks a lot. But it looks like they're actually making their way back into mid. They're bringing the spike along with them. So this is an interesting move because they went all the way from A. They rotated us through spawn back into B, and they're like, all right, now we're going to go back into the mid. So it seems like there's a little bit of a... Oh, okay. Skylise dies. She's a Gemini. She died twice this round.
Oh, gosh.
30 seconds left.
That's definitely not what you want to have happening, but bringing it back to a 4v4. Let's see if Team Flame can make something happen. Trying to find their way onto A side. It's now or never. 15 seconds left on the clock. Tokubi. Oh, sound tag. Okay.
Oh, she does get a kill, but she gets picked off in the
10
air like a little bird.
seconds
It looks like Tokibi's going to be there. 2 versus 3. The spike is going down. They do have time for that, but Tokibi's going to clean up here.
Out of charges.
And that should be it. That's going to be the first map going the way of Team Mellow. What a nicely played game.
Very, very nice, but of course the site wasn't secure. Once you get the
Defenders
spike
win.
down, you won't be able to defend it. And of course, it's Team Mellow taking away map number 1. It was their map pick after all Ascent, so we'll have to see what happens over on map 2.
Yeah, so just a great game. I think we're going to see this scoreboard and
Oh my
39
gosh.
kills. But okay, let's not take anything away from like the 17, 15, and 14. That's
Yeah.
still that's still more kills than the enemy team had, right? So in terms of just like playability, right? Like the team play and everything, like everybody's kind of stepping up. Obviously, there's a lot that's going on, but what a great game here, and that's a great start to this one, being the first one, 13-7.
Great game, and I certainly hope great experiences for the players of both teams. I mean, even if you lose, it's a learning experience, right? So we definitely learned how incredibly strong Kohibi is mechanically, at the very least.
So you're saying that when you lose, you learn.
Yes.
But when does the learning stop happening? Because I've been doing a lot of losing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, you know, lifelong learning. You
Okay.
got to
All
roll with the punches.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Mom. Jeez. All right. Nonetheless, did you see the econ number? It was 187.
I mean, econ number, the average combat score was 500, dude.
Oh
That's
Do
just.
we know the maximums? Do we know the maximum number?
I don't think there is a maximum.
Okay. Okay.
But 500 it's not common.
Yeah, that's definitely not common. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of a break. Let's give a quick shout-out again to our sponsors at Intel and Yahoo. My name is Holler. This is Hey, I'm Quack. We're going to be back with map 2. That's going to come up in about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to FSL Showdown. My name is Holler, and I'm with Hey, I'm Quack. And we just saw a pretty epic game, I would say, in that first match. What were your thoughts?
Oh, man. I mean, epic it might even be an understatement. If a 500 average combat score is one that I don't see too often.
Yeah, and let's see the little players head-to-head. And this is what we saw, at least in that first map. And Kohibi, while she might look somewhat nice, I felt like at the end of the day, she was a stone-cold-blooded killer, right? With 500, average score, 536.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever had a game with 536?
No, man. My highest was like 400 or something.
I think if you add up all of my games, I think they add up to 536.
Okay. Maybe.
So it's in the realm of possibility if you just add them up. You know, it's just the requirements need to change. But
Yeah, you gotta
my
do the
gosh,
math.
39 kills, 9 deaths, and 5 assists. That's pretty good. I mean, the only thing that I could think of is maybe she should be a little bit more of a team player in the sense of letting her team get some more of the kills. Huh?
You know.
No?
Sometimes
your
a little
agent.
bit, but of course, I mean, not to mention the other MVP from Team Flame, Elise, with 14, 17, 5, and an average combat score of 223. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's really good too. Let's be honest here, but this is one of those times where it's a team game, right?
Yes.
Other people need to pick it up, kind of thing, and we just need to play a little bit better in that sense. I think that they kind of got off on the wrong footing. And they were definitely behind, and it's very hard. Valorant is a game where you snowball,
Yeah.
and so it's sometimes hard to kind of catch back up, so to speak.
You know, Reyna versus Reyna, it's all about mechanical skill, and I think it's needless to say that Kohibi is a very, very strong player, mechanically sound, but we're starting to see teamwork come into play as well. Towards the end, when Kohibi gets killed, and things start to fall apart. So we're gonna have to see if Team Flame will be able to mount a comeback here. This is their map pick. After all, it's gonna be Bind, and we're just gonna have to wait and see how these teams play this one out. SHOWDOwn on Sage it's a very favorable pick for Bind, I would say. I mean, you have your wall, you can definitely lock out, A short, B short, B long even.
Yeah, but they're sticking kind of with the Cypher, which we kind of talked about Killjoy being a little bit more like a slightly better Sentinel, I would say. Definitely not so great on the attack. As I said, that he's going to be the spike planter here, so he's got that job ahead of him.
Let's see if Tam will be able to make something happen. I mean, it might not be as potent as a Killjoy, but you do get the information, and if you are able to land your shots, thanks to that information, you will be able to provide a lot of value to your team. Right now, they'll be using the Boombot to try to scout someone out over by Hookah or B-Long, and it looks like the smokes are going through. Kohibi trying to do what she can to get a little bit of blind shots over onto Hookah, but it doesn't seem like she got it.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, they've kind of gone with a different agent. Frenzy just blind fire, but only 13 bullets. You really can't do much with that. FHTD, Mayhem, and just like that, a shock dart will end the round. All right, so basically, let me summarize what happened. Everybody died. Mellow survived. I mean, that was a crazy round, right? Like, that was a span of seconds.
2 sentences. Everybody died. Mellow survived. That's all you need to know. That is pretty much what happened. And that's what happens when you do something as risky and dangerous as jumping right out of Hookah like that without clearing the sights. I mean, especially when your opponent has a frenzy and she's just lurking right beneath Hookah. Oh, that is a very strong position. Majesty has been lurking in the perfect positions this entire game.
And it looks like they're going to change targets here. They're going to go for A. Xiao Tong with a nice early start to this one. Orb is going to be picked up by Xiao Tong as well. Be rewarded for that solo kill.
Yeah, and now that orb is just going to build up towards a res. Tokibi trying to spot out the foot of someone right now. Does get Violet. Second smoke going through. And of course, that just deters the aggression by a bit. Team Flame, I mean, do they continue going towards A?
Ooh, couple shots. Tukubi, though, that's the thing. It's like Ghost versus a Spectre. Spectre will probably win that one out. Yoki gets another one. And again, these SMGs, man, they're starting to pay off here. The second round, obviously a lot of value, and they were not nerfed by Riot Lane, so you're seeing just how good they can be.
Maybe next patch, right? Frenzy, SMG nerfs, who knows? I mean, a lot of players are complaining about it, but of course right now, it's going to be the rifle full buy for Team Flame after they saved on the previous round. This is the one where they make a stand. I mean, they have to win this round, right? If they lose, that's going to be free rifles for Team Mellow, not to mention their economy will be in shambles.
And it doesn't look like anyone really from Team Mellow are going to buy up. In terms of arsenal, they're actually outgunned here, but it's, Team SMG, literally, versus the assault rifles here. And so we're going to see if the movement, action, shooting patch, which is 2.02, is it really going to affect them, especially in this round?
Let's see. I mean, if they swing on this, they could get Kohibi down, but they miss their shots, and Kohibi's going to get a free kill, free dash away. And that is just perfect, perfect smart plays. Look at this, Majesty. What have I said before? She lurks in the perfect corners, gets a free kill. Of course, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but the numbers advantage goes over onto Team Mellow.
So you're saying Meiji is like a good lurker in a corner? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying from personal experience right now?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit of a draw. Nonetheless, Skylight is turning this up. She's by herself. Can she outduel this? Yes, she gets the second kill as well. She's going to be dismissed, but she's only at 6 HP, which is a problem now.
Oh man, that is a very big problem. And she's staying on this side as well. They know exactly where she is. I mean, there's only 1 or 2 places that she can be in right now. It's either elbow or defender spawn.
And it looks like they're just going to kind of chill around. I mean, they know roughly where she is, and they know where the spike is, so they've got it covered. I mean, it's pretty much, it's the onus is on Reyna to just kind of pick this up as Skylise is wrapping around.
If she does get 1 kill, she could heal, but I mean, it's going to have to be a really, really nutty shot with the Vandal right there. Gets it, gets the plant down as well. It's all up to Yoki if she can make a play happen from Octagon right now.
All right, this is a problem where Yoki and them, they need to be on the same page, and they need to be checking each other in terms of like crossfires. They should not be walking away, and she's not able to do it. And Yoki, I just made fun of you and saying that you were doing the wrong play, and then you get the headshot, and then you get the defuse. So congratulations, Yoki. Good job for proving me wrong.
Everything's over.
And things just went completely south for Team Flame right now. I mean, in the overarching game, 3-0 is a terrible start. I mean, you won't have the economy to buy back into the 4th round right now. As you can see, we got Sheriffs, we've got Stingers, Spectres. It does not look good at all. It does not bode well for them.
Yeah, but they're still going with Spectre, so they're still kind of buying
here.
out. I don't like. I feel like if you want to go full econ, it might have been better long-term
Pistols?
play, right? With pistols, right?
Yeah. As long as you have enough for a full buy on the next round,
Revealing area.
I think it's all good. But I don't know how much the round loss bonus is, but they do spot out the recon bolt, and this could tell them that there is a player over by Showers. They could contest this, but it's going to be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, Mayman sticking around. Boomba just gets instantly destroyed. Somebody has no love for robot machines.
Yeah, we don't want any Skynet things happening here.
Well, it's just cleaning the floor. It's just vacuuming, no?
Oh, no, don't darn machines. You gotta go with raw elbow grease.
Boomer.
Says Holler, who is... No, I'm kidding. Of course.
What? FHKD trying to outduel it, but no, Koibi gets the kill there. Does get killed in the end. No dismiss, no heal. Not like Reyna like last time. So it's going to be the plant is going to go down. They do have that advantage. And here we go. Can they retake it?
Can they retake it? I mean, I think they would be able to. I mean, it's just a game of retakes, and they have rifles in their hands. He's just waiting for the peak even. I mean, she knows she has it on lockdown. Skylise can do what she can, but wait. Does Showdown not know that she's...
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she did die in the end, so I guess you saw her later. But oh, Violet with this save! Wow, Majesty was lining up the shot, was right about to do it, and her team came out of nowhere. Her friend. Wow, what a nice play, saving her teammate.
And I think that was all thanks to Sky Elise as well. I mean, she might have been the MVP. Violet might have saved her life, and that's just kind of the teamwork that Team Flame has. The Team Mellow, it doesn't show up as much. Sky Elise used her dismiss to really force her way all the way into the back of defender spawn, where they would least expect her to be. And of course, Violet had her back, and that net them the round 3-1. If they can keep this up, we'll be certainly looking at a suddenly not so confident Team Mellow.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to have to do. This is the aggressive right here. That recon bolt is on point. They should know roughly where they are, but Skylise is so quiet. Does have Empress if they want to go for this.
Looking at how Majesty is playing, though, I mean, just look at her positioning. She always hides in these corners where you don't really expect people to be in. And now Yoki trying to get information. They know it's going to be a B hit at this point, and you can see the rotates are coming all out from Team Mellow.
Here we go. They found him, but FHKD is going to get that kill, and Hunter's Fury is going to be used on top of this. They're just spamming it around, not able to do any damage, and he gets shot in the back. Did not expect Violet to come out of that smoke like that.
Still, though, it's going to be Xiaotang and the rest of her team to do all the work as they come in with a res. It's a 4v3 scenario, and things aren't looking so good for Team Flame right now.
That res is just super good right now. Turning it from a 3 versus 3 to a 4 versus 4 with the spike already down, smokes everywhere, can't see anything. Mayhem makes a play.
One enemy remaining.
Is the last one. Is she able to clutch this one out? She's looking around. There's all the way back into elbow, and there's one on hookah. Yeah.
She hears a reload. She's going to get the kill, but she peeks, crouch peeks it, in fact, and Mayman will find the first headshot, in fact. And that brings us to a 3-2. Team Mellow starting to fall apart. I mean, they do a lot better on offense, I feel. And then when it comes on to defense, it's just they aren't able to hold on to sides as well.
I think that might have been the first real mistake that we've seen from Koibi. Right, in the sense of the crosshair placement, right? Understanding that when like she thought it was behind the box, which I totally get, but you got to cover the door, you know what I mean, and then make your way around. Like the angles weren't perfect, right? Like I think that it was a little bit off the mark, so to speak. But I mean, literally, that's like the only mistake I can find from her from like the past 2 matches.
It's about how you maneuver across from the box. If you're peeking wide, you might be able to display someone else's crosshair, but right now it's going to be the smoke out onto A short. And it looks like they're going to use it to actually creep up into the cubby of A short.
Majesty actually took a step forward, though. She did run, so they're going to hear this. They're going to know that she's right around or somewhere. Things are coming. She tries to go for the back, and she's not able to kill it. Frenzy! Oh! Run out of bullets, unfortunately. The smoke back, and she should just disengage there. But, wow, that was... she was very lucky that she survived.
Close shave. And right now, it's going to be another dark smoke from Tokibi. And this buys them a lot of time. Team Flame, with only 50 seconds left on the clock, they need to make a move.
Mayman's making her way over. She does have orbital bombardment if they want to go and clear it out. I think the smokes are coming first.
Down.
Really deep smoke. That could be problematic if they decide to flash out of it. Violet clearing the sites, ensuring that there isn't anyone hiding. And now the
30
spike
seconds
should
left.
go down. Kohibi, though, she does have her knives up. She's waiting for it.
Spike planted.
It seemed to take a long time to get that spike down. I felt like they had full control of it, and they could have done it a little bit faster, but they were playing it very cautiously, even with how they're going to do this. So, lockdown has been committed here. It's going to go off, and it's going to do a little bit of zoning here. Oh, but a nice headshot by Yoki. Tripwire is going to go, and Yoki's going to pick that one off. Dashes
One enemy
in.
remaining.
Go in, and Kohibi's turning it up with knives. Empress here. Skylace is going to be one of the last to survive. Can she pull this one out? That's the first. She got the heal. She's going to look to just turn this one out, but...
Oh, my. And that's the strength. I mean, you know, it like you described before, it can be a snowballing type of game, Valorant. But at the end of the day, it is a tactical FPS, and your mechanics and how you shoot is very, very crucial. Yoki with the Sheriff and Kohibi with her knives is all you need sometimes, even if you're going up against rifles.
Yeah, just like completely on point. Just like getting those 2 kills in the hookah, she was like updrafting. She went all the way in. Like that's crazy, but
Get out of my
nonetheless,
way.
I mean that's what you need to do on a winning team, right? Just
Yeah.
making plays.
And like you said as well, I mean, they did take a little bit too long to get that spike down, and I think that's because they're starting to be a little bit paranoid. They're so afraid of the fact that there might be someone lurking on the site that they're just afraid to even get the spike planted. Right now, they hear the owl drone. Kohibi's going to dash away, seeing 2 players over by short, and they're just going to dump the utility there to slow them down. Of course, that is utility spent, and once it is gone, Team Flame might be able to find an opening here.
Last back that goes in. Kohibi picks him off, shoots him down like a clay pigeon. She's walking around the smoke. She's going to be a little bit careful, but FKD just picks her off, and she wins the jet duel. And that's a pretty massive one, but she gets shock darted in the face. Updraft up. Looking around for the next target. She gets picked down, or taken down by Tokibi.
Okay, they should be able to get the spike down right now. It's going to be a 2v2 retake. Of course, they have the information from the recon bolts. Now they
One enemy remaining.
Yoki, nice headshot here into Lamp. The duel, but Skylace is turning this up. Can she get the second one? And she clutches it out. Skylace with the plays. 4 versus 3. And this is what we wanted. We wanted a competitive game, and Flame has literally turned it on.
And this is really, really impressive. I mean, if we're talking about Team Flame, right? I've got some information right here. Team Maymim, you know, she plays for a team called Golden Flower. She's from Thailand. She used to play in the FSL Valorant Open. Meanwhile, Tam and Hardfire, they're from Indonesia. They play for respective teams called Kitsune and Girls with Love, different teams that have participated in the FSL Valorant Open. However, Sky Elise has not participated in an FSL Valorant game at all. I don't think she's even signed with a team at all.
Okay, so the opportunity's there, and this is one of those great moments where you can kind of just showcase your skills, right? This is what Valorant, this is what this showcase is all about. So, really big opportunity here. Hunter's Fury is going to just zone more than anything and not actually pick off anybody.
Would be lovely to see Sky Elise in future SSL Valorant games, but of course it's TB coming in with the paranoia. She goes in for the peek, but Sky Elise shuts her down. 4v2 now as they come in with the Nero theft. They know where Kohibi is, and they're looking to take her down.
Yeah, she's making her way now. She's going to wait for the spike to fully plant before she goes in, considering everything is being covered right now. But that smoke, once it dissipates, I think that's a go time.
And here we go. It is a go time. She's clearing, slicing the pie, gets spotted out by the camera. And that just baits the peek from FHKD. Majesty gets taken down. She gets a nice flick on the Sky Elise. What?
this is the issue that you're seeing. Like I can see that Kohibi is definitely more of like a Reyna main because you get the pick off, you can dismiss, you can heal, and that's kind of her playstyle. Whereas Jett, it tends to be you have to go be aggressive, take the initiative to the enemy team, and then kind of create chaos, right? And she's been forced to play a different playstyle, which isn't kind of really working at this point.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, if she was Reyna, she might have been able to dismiss away, but of course, as Jett, your dash only recharges after 2 kills, so doesn't work out as well. But right now, they're back on an eco, Mellow versus Flame, and it's going to be Sky Elise slicing the pie, looking for some information. So you spotted out SHOWDOwn, I think.
She's scouting around. She's going slow. She does have Empress if she wants to use it. And again, they're kind of just getting some pot shots into hookah. They're just trying to create a little chaos there, a little bit of noise, a little bit of a distraction. Kohibi hiding behind this box. Very patient.
If she peeks at the right time, she can actually come off with 1 or 2 kills.
But look at that crosshair, or should I say dot?
It's a dot crosshair.
Dot crosshair, yeah. Looks like they're going to rotate here. The smokes are coming. Ray's just blast packs forward. She's going to be very aggressive. Violet looking around, looking for lamps. The alarm bot is there. That should give away their information.
Absolutely right. Tokibi coming in with the teleport over on the side as well. Provide some assistance. They've definitely stopped the plant at this point. And I don't see how Maiden can come off with a plant right now. She's really low on health as well. FHKD lurking over by lamps. They need to take Tokibi out.
30 seconds left.
Placing sentry.
They have...
One enemy
Look at
remaining.
peeking around, just waiting for Maimon to step out like that. That's a spike down. FHKD needs to make a play. She picks up the spike. She pops into the teleporter, which says, "Hey guys, I'm rotating," and makes her way over into B. She
10
looks like she's going to get the plant off, which has enough time, so she should be fine with that. But can she clutch this one out?
Planted.
I mean, right now it's just a matter of just you got to get the kills. I don't think there's anything else but that.
Turret out.
She has to get these kills. She needs to get them into 1v1s. If it's going to be a double peek, I don't know how FHKD will be able to get this. They're sticking the defuse. She gets smoked out. She spots the hit, I think, gets the defuser killed. And now it's a 1v1.
FHKD using the sound cues. So very important. Very smart with how she's playing. And it looks like it's going to be a cat and mouse game in elbow. She's walking around. Even the turret doesn't do anything. Diffuse sound one more time. But can she get this? And she does. FHKD with the plays. Nice clutch.
Very nice clutch. And that's exactly how you want to play a 1v2. Using the smoke to just really hide in it, make sure that the diffuser is there, get the kill, and then go in route around the other corner to find the remaining player. 5-4 is the score right now, and Team Flame are starting to mount a comeback. Team Mellow, on the other hand, back on another eco.
Yeah, and another one. And, I mean, this is coming back. Like, I just feel like Kohibi, if she was on the Reyna, I think this would be a completely different game.
Possibly, but not to mention, I mean, Team Flame right now, they've got 3 of their ultimates ready. And that is going to be a game changer. They could come off with a possible 7-5 or even an A4 first half.
Yoki here looking to just go for this sneaky shot. Ah, she's not even looking. Ah, he's not even hitting her shots.
Her crosshair placement was just a little bit hair lower than the head.
I mean, Skylee's got the 1 kill, ended up killing Yoki later, and so she got 2 kills out of that. Majesty's by herself now, and this is a very difficult position for her to be in, especially with the spike down.
Yeah, really, really tough. I mean, she spots out one, gets the kill.
Placing sentry. Turrets destroyed.
But she still has to go up against 3 players from Team Flame.
All right now Majesty's going full MacGyver mode. She's literally putting everything out of her toolkit on the ground, trying to do what she can. The Nano Swarm as well, but it's more of zoning. And it looks like it's funny because she's actually needs to be the aggressor, yet she's playing so defensively like this.
Absolutely right. And it looks like she's just going to fall back, maybe hold on to exit frags or just save the Spectre as they buy up for the next round.
Oh, she's running.
Oh,
she's
they hear
actually
her.
gonna the tripwire is gonna connect. They're gonna know where she is. FHKD still hunting for her prey. She runs out of time.
Oh,
She hopped in the teleporter. She died. Majesty, no, not like this.
not like this.
Oh, She's like, oh, I can just save. I can just hop into this teleporter. I'll be super smart. It's like, oh no.
He hopped into the explosion. Just by the edge of it too, I think. Just well, 6-4, and now Team Flame are a lot more confident than what we saw from the very first game. On the other hand, Team MELLOW starting to shake a little bit.
It's a different story right now. It's a completely different stage of the game. Everything that they've done has kind of been thwarted, so to speak. But again, this is just the first half. I don't want to take too much into this in the sense. I feel like they could potentially be stronger as they turn it around, as they go on attack.
Of course. Right now, they hear the boom bot. They know that's going to be a beat hit. Rotates come through as well, but the Showstopper gets rid of the turret. Now they're trying to do the same thing, which is to clear the site. Of course, they're taking a while to get the spike planted as well.
Oh, Xiaotang with a nice headshot on Violet there. There we go. And this is the lockdown. That was what they wanted. They saved from the last one. So they're going to use the orbital bombardment as well. But can they go in? Yoki with a nice headshot on Skylys.
Oh, 3v5. Team Flame. They're pushed all the way back thanks to that Killjoy lockdown. Tantan does find one, but unable to find a second. And that's Tokibi coming in with another kill. It's all up to Main. 1v4. She jumps up like a whack-a-mole and gets smacked in the face.
Like, it's funny because, like, she heard it and then she just jumped instantly, right? Like, just, like, maybe, like, it doesn't take literally a second to diffuse it, so, like, maybe you be a little bit more patient and not just, I was like, oh, sound. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, birds and animals, like, when they hear something, they're like, they just look right away. It kind of...
A meerkat, you know?
Yeah. All right, so the 12th round here, last round before the swamp, of course. If they go out 6-6, I think that's a pretty big win for Flame, at least. You know what I mean? Like, they're already in that position right now, but like anything else, if they get to the 7-5, that would be super amazing for them.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like 6-6 would be a very comfortable spot for Team MELLOW. I mean, they have shown to be such a strong aggressor, and when they are on attack, they just go on nonstop. They might be able to do the same thing here on Bind, so 6-6 might actually favor Team MELLOW.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they come out tied, I think that's a pretty big win for MELLOW, right? They need to just kind of think of it like that way. Just understand that they're probably better, more of the aggressive team, I would say, and it probably fits their playstyle. Because Jett on defense is not as good as Jett on offense, right?
Yes. And that's exactly why you can see Team Flame. They want to make this round count. It's the very last round of the first half, and they're committing over onto the A site. They haven't checked Kohaibi's position yet. They don't know that she's on this truck. The spike carrier gets killed. She picks up 2 kills. And now FHKD comes in 2 kills of her own. She takes her down, though, turning it into a 3v2.
That's 3 kills for her already. She's going to reload for the first time. She did all 3 kills with 20 bullets. That's all you need, friends. Nonetheless, she's going to stick around. She found the 4th one. She's looking for her 3rd ace, but no, Violet makes her pay. All the way from heaven. And it looks like the spike hasn't been planted, so this is a bit of an issue for Violet. She needs to go find it, retrieve it, get the plant off.
Question is she going to teleport over onto B to get the plant instead? Majesty is just kind of giving her all the room that she wants. Still lurking over by showers. I don't think Violet's aware of this position. Majesty can get the kill here. She's peeking it, and she's going to get the headshot, giving us a 6-6 score.
That was a bit of a giveaway in that sense, right?
Oh,
I mean, okay, it's hard to tell. Like, she had no idea where she was. There's really no other way. Sometimes you just hope that maybe they're on the wrong side. But the fighting had happened a lot there. I think the safer play would have for her to just use the teleporter and to go into B.
Yes.
Because of the fact that, like, if the fighting is happening, people are going to rotate there, right? So generally speaking, their chances of being there are much higher. And so then you look to go and swap it up, maybe do the switcheroo.
Exactly. And that's kind of why Violet lost that round. Still a valiant effort nonetheless. And of course, we're just, again, it's a crazy display of skill from Kohaibi. The way that she was just perched up on that one truck and then smoked out from, I don't know if it was her own smoke or the Team Flames smoke, but they didn't know that she was there, and that just gave her 3-4 free kills.
Yeah. She was, like, it was so crazy, like how they literally walked right by her. Okay, speaking of which, she just dashed forward. Ivy starts it off. Xiaotang with another kill. Nice frenzy kills, and this is the way you want to do it. The ghost is going to miss. Okay, he does end up killing it. Skylys is going to dismiss away. The turret is doing a little bit of chip damage. Actually did a decent amount and distracted her, letting Kohaibi get that other kill.
now Tam trying to play over
player
onto
standing.
Lamps, but you don't walk into a frenzy. Kohabi gets a headshot and Majesty gets the final kill, 7-6. And this is what I'm talking about. I mean, Mellow on attack, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, it plays to their strength and what they want to do. And all they need to do is survive the first half when they're on defense, because their agents weren't as good. Now that you have, you know, you're on offense, you have this great opportunity to dictate the pace of this game.
Exactly. It's a very common, maybe even a strategy that you see a lot of times. A Jet dashing into Lamps, meanwhile you have the Sage to wall off Showers as well as a Heaven, and that just really gets you the spike down. Very easy A control play. But right now it's going to be the push over onto B this time. They have Spectres in hand. Violet looking over in the Cyber Cage, unable to find a single kill. And Kohabi again just making quick work of everyone from Team Flame.
Literally like a superhero. Flying in, getting the smokes in, just going guns a-blazing, get 2 kills to start this one off. They've got the spike planted. The only thing that they can do is maybe get some value in the sense of just maybe a couple more pickoffs to even things up. Skylee's with some nice plays. She dismisses away. She's only at 20 HP though, so this is going to be a very difficult ask of her to kind of clutch this round.
Very, very difficult, not to mention Kohabi again lurking
One
over this
enemy
vertical
remaining.
position. And that's, again, it's just Sky assassination. Skylee's did not know that Kohabi was hiding up over by those boxes.
And this is the second time that she's been on some sort of, you know, elevated position. Right?
Yeah.
At some point, people are going to be scared. Like, is this Batman? Could he be anywhere? Like, where is he coming from? What is happening? Like, do I need to look up everywhere? Like, what's,
Yeah, right?
You know, like, this is, like, and if you're forcing them to look at not just the typical eye level, this completely changes the game in terms of how they play
Exactly.
against, this, you know, Kohabi.
If your flicks are not on point,
Yeah.
and you flick upwards, you might even miss. Right now, it's just going to be an informational play from Violet. They know that it's going to be team players, players from Team Mellow over towards Puka right now.
Smoking use Kohabi just clearing it out. The pink shells, I think, went right by them. No actual damage though, but it's just going to be a matter of smoking it out. And then I think they're going to look to go clear.
Trying to delay the push, waiting for the smokes to dissipate, maybe even rotating over as they're doing through market right now.
Yeah, but they're making a decent amount of noise. I don't know if they're close enough to hear this though.
Oh.
So, yeah. Speaking of which, FHKD's left behind. She will be the only security guard.
She definitely hears them. Oh my, Kohabi just checks it by spraying through the smoke.
Shot blind. Skylee's is going to look to go.
planted.
This one's it. Empress has been used. She needs to clutch this one out. Kohabi, on the other hand, no Empress, but is still getting more kills here. Kohabi into Lamps, just holding it down. She's getting healed. That's the best thing that Zhao can do.
enemy
She gets a
remaining.
kill on Skylee's, and that's going to be the end of Empress, which is going to be that. Cypher's left by herself. Doesn't really have much of a choice here. She does get a 1 kill on Tam Tam. Oh, but she gets destroyed, Kohabi.
God.
That is the 3rd ace of the day. And she should have got a 4th, to be honest. But, you know, teammates are teammates or frenemies at this point. But nonetheless, Kohabi is showing up right here, and I don't know how to stop her.
Absolutely unstoppable. I mean, just 30-8, and not to mention she has her knives right now. She's not even, you know, using an operator. If it's unbelievable. Team Flame now back on an eco. It's not looking good at all. I mean, we're potentially looking at a 10-6. You called Kohabi a superhero earlier. I mean, is this an episode of The Boys?
Well, judging by her play, no. She's actually like one of the good like Marvel superheroes as opposed to the boys superheroes, which is, let's be honest, not family friendly at all. But Kohabi with another 2 kills. Xiao Tang with the plant here. And complete control of the map. And this is what happens. This is the power of the Jet. Right onto the site. Majesty gets the kill on Violet.
Last player standing.
Last one here. Tam Tam. Tam Tam. All right. That's a start. That's a nice headshot. He's going to back off here. But they're going to know. She probably shouldn't be re-peeking that area because they're going to know that she's there. Oh. But she gets a kill on Kohabi on the way out. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, the fact that you can get a kill on Kohabi is a statement of its own. It's like, I beat Kohabi.
Yeah. Like, this is pretty much all you can do at this point. I mean, when you've got somebody on the enemy team who's got 32 kills, you know, and going into round 17, like, what do? Do you report them for hacks or what? Like, what is the next level? What am I supposed to do?
Oh, I mean, it certainly is tough. And Team Flame again with a bye this time. Hopefully they'll be able to put a stop to this madness, but once again, they've gotten information knowing that it's going to be a push over onto Hookah. Violet could be able to connect a couple of paint shells here, but I don't think she got anything.
Yeah. Violet is hiding in the tuna can. If anything, they've got... That is a crazy camera, by the way. That's a really... That's going to be definitely hidden. I mean, like, your view is obstructed, but this is... I feel like one of the students from NUS is kind of putting up this cam.
Whoa! Yeah, well, I mean, maybe if it were the showers area instead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, you know, I don't know the exact. You know, they weren't very clear in terms of the news article of how that went down. But I mean, there's the showers on the other.
All right, we're keeping this family friendly. I'm gonna switch the channel over onto something else right now. As Majesty tries to find a push over onto Lamp, she knows that there is a player on the other side as her turret got taken down. And right now, Team MELLOW still struggling to find an entry, but it looks like the entirety of B side has been opened up. And that's the strength of Jet. You can just dash right through tripwires. And now it's going to be the late rotate over from Team Flame over onto B side.
Love the patient play. I love it. I love the fact that, because you don't know where you're going to go. I don't know how you can rotate. They've got the site on lockdown right now. They've got the spike here. That's going to be the one start to this one. Nice little elbow shot here. It gets a second kill. Kohaibi again making plays, and she's getting healed. I mean, you don't need a Reyna when you have a Sage just healing you.
One enemy remaining.
Gosh, and it's just kills for days for the entire Team MELLOW roster. As Majesty comes back in from defender spawn to take Skyelise down. 11-6. Has Team Flame won a single round on the second half yet? No.
No. I mean, they were 6-6, right?
Yeah. That's 5 straight wins.
Right. So we kind of, I mean, we knew that they were going to be strong. We did not know that they were going to be this strong. And to be honest, I feel bad for Team Flame because I feel like this is like one of those bullies in the yard, right? That's beating up the kid, right? In the sense that, like, Flame, you need to turn it up. Like, I want to see Flame do better, right? And as weird as it sounds, Kohaibi someone needs to shut her down.
Somebody most certainly has to. I don't think the answer is going to be Maimim. With the Stinger, she does spot out a couple of members. Right now it's going to be an A hit. As she doesn't even expend her dash, she's just going to walk into it. Spots Maimim. Gnarly flake onto Maimim's head. As FHKD trades it up 4-4 right now as the score.
Yeah, like that was like smoke on smoke action, and that's maybe the DPI thing that we talked about, just paying off in spades in the sense that, like, hey, she got the kill because she's able to flick like this. I mean, I don't think I would have done that. Oh, Skylee's getting so low for 5 life, not able to win the duel. Yoki makes her pay paint shells, though, and kills her teammate. Violet's, with friends like this, who needs enemies?
Oh, no. Oh, that was definitely a mistake. You can see Violet. She typed sorry in the chat. She must feel so bad. Mistakes happen. It's Valorant. Anything can happen. But, of course, it's Kohaibi getting the final kill. The score is 12-6 now, ladies and gents. And it's only one more round win for Team MELLOW to close things out.
Violet. I want to make fun of you and say you did terrible things, but in actuality, I've done that too.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. It has happened at some point, one way or another.
At least she said sorry.
Yes.
So that's actually more than I would have done. I would have been like, hey, why were you in that area? Why were you stuck in that corner?
Yeah,
you clearly knew I was going to paint shells there. That's your fault. I would have turned that around. And then probably just muted everyone.
Oh, no. Holler is toxic. No, I'm kidding. But of course, it's again, Kohaibi, she just walks in. Violet tried to do her paint shells over in a hookah, but it didn't happen this time. And with the Killjoy locked down, it's going to force, look, Tantam tucked her tail between her legs, and she's running all the way into defender spawn.
Knives, lockdown. I mean, everything to own the spike, or to own the site. Yeah, the spike has gone down. And they're going to need a long way, a very difficult road ahead of them right now. Hunter's Fury.
One enemy
Cutting off the
remaining.
rotate, and that allowed Kohibi to get a headshot as well. And now they're just waiting for the lone Jet, the remaining player from Team Flame, to push through. FHKD, she got spotted out. She gets tagged by the shock dart, I think. I know it was a bullet, but still, 1v4, what can she do?
She's got knives. She walked into it, and she dies. That's going to be it, 13-6. And it looks like Team MELLOW here just being full control of the series. They're going to move on, be guaranteed in the money, so to speak. But with this killing machine of Kohibi, like, I think it's going to be very difficult. 39 kills. 39 kills. I have 39 kills in a week's worth of Valorant games. Maybe I'm talking a little, giving away too much information. I don't know.
She got 39 kills in the previous map as well.
So
It was the exact same score, 39 kills, 9 deaths. The only difference being she got 5 assists in the previous game.
So she actually had a worse game, this one, than the last one. Secondary thing, though, is that she did an awesome job. She made it very easy for production to just update that site.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Just change one
props
digit.
Yeah, you got to change one digit, maybe the average combat score, but at the end of the day, it's the easiest thing ever.
Of course. But, I mean, taking a look at the scoreboard right now, she got 12 first bloods. That's her doing a fantastic job as an entry fragger.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you wanted. But the thing is that they won 7 rounds in a row in the second half.
7 rounds in a row. Not a single round was dropped by Team MELLOW.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how good she was on offense and the way she does with Jet. And I think the only thing is like if any other team is watching this series, they need to be like, okay, we just got to put Kohibi on defense for every single game, every single half somehow. All right, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we need to put her on defense because it's clearly a little bit like different, and that's the only chance that the teams might have.
Maybe. I mean, we'll have to wait and see for more Valorant action tomorrow, right?
Yes. And so we're going to have the teams that go up. Let's look at the bracket one last time. And this is the teams that are going on. Tactical, Queen, and Mozzarella. That's an ongoing one. You can check out the other streams that are going on for that. You can find that on Twitch, I believe. And that's going to be not in English, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, everybody speaks Valorant, so I don't think it really matters what language you speak it. I don't know. Okay. Nonetheless, it's on YouTube as well in Bahasa, Indonesia, and that's going to be great. So do stay tuned for those. Those are going to be ongoing, especially because we got to find out who's going to move on. But we're going to go into day 2 with only 4 teams. All of these teams are going to be in the money. And they're going to be playing for 500, 300, 100, 100. So that's 1,000 SGD. So there's a lot at stake for that. We just had a great day 1. Any final words before we go?
I mean, you got to keep your eyes peeled for Kohibi. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I thought the very first game, Akasi, was incredible, but this is blowing me out of the water.
Right. So you're literally jumping on bandwagon to bandwagon at this point, right? Like you're just going on like the MRT, just on and off as you
pretty
go see
much.
fit. Okay, all right.
Whichever ride comes on,
Okay, but we'll find out which is the better team. I think that Maccabi and Ash are a nice little duo. I mean, yeah, we have Yoki and Majesty just picking it up as well. Tokibi, like everybody's playing well on this team.
Yes.
But it's going to just kind of come into tomorrow to see how we go. And, of course, we're going to have some great games. It's going to be the same time, same place tomorrow, starting at 12 p.m. plus 8 GMT, which is Singapore time, Malaysia time as well. But we're going to have some great games. We're going to have 2 best of 3s, and we're going to figure out who's going to move on, who's going to win the money. My name is Holler. Hey, I'm Quack, and we're going to be signing out, and we'll see you tomorrow.